Hey everybody, it is me, Derek Jameson, and I am coming to you today to talk about two things that go together. The first is that there's comfort in suffering, and also this powerful new moon that we are entering into, and what you can do with it, and how to release some of that suffering that we are talking about. Today I'm wearing my Pizza is my spirit animal tank top, so I guess it's all coming together synchronistically, if you would say so. So the first thing I want to talk about is comfort in suffering. I noticed that a lot of people find themselves in the same patterns, repeating the same things, choosing the same types of people, maybe in a different body, because there's comfort within what they are familiar with. It's hard to step out of that box and step into the unknown because that is so out of your control. You have no idea what's going to happen when you step into that space, right? So it's very clear to see, and it's very human of us all to be fearful of that. But the thing is that when we step into that place of the unknown, that is where we truly grow and we truly see what is right and what is wrong for us. Or maybe what was right for us at some point, but is now not because we are in a different frame of mind. It's important that you take steps into the unknown so that you understand who you were and who you are now, where you've come, and what you're succeeded in at this point. So when it comes to the comfort in the suffering, it's because we are so familiar with those things that we would rather be suffering or putting ourselves through those same old detrimental patterns, because at least it's something that we can attach onto. It's something that's validating us at some kind of point of reference that we can latch onto. And it's easy to see, but it's time that we break those chains of what those patterns are. Because if you're repeating the same thing, and I know that some of you are noticing this, you're going, I keep doing the same thing, I keep choosing the same person, finding the same result. And it's because you're not breaking that chain. You're staying within that comfort zone, you're choosing the same thing. And usually what that is it's coming down to your self-worth. So what we need to do is we need to take a step back and take a look at our self-worth. Like, why are we putting our energy and what we are capable of doing within the actions of another person or the belief systems of another person when that other person has their own journey and their own path that they are taking and it has nothing to do with us? We have to always ask ourselves the questions of why we are doing something, find the root of it. It's not about having a problem and then finding something to medicate it and solve it, or blocking it out, or just keep distracting ourselves. It's not about that. It's about finding the root of the problem, which is how the problem will clear and how you will heal yourself. If we don't find the why of those problems, what it does is it keeps eating at us and creating illness in different ways. Either our mind gets ill because we keep focusing on that stuff and that becomes our reality, or we manifest it physically in our bodies as physical illness. So all the physical illnesses that are in your body are actually stemmed from the emotional, mental things that we go through. Everything is correlated. So you cannot separate the two things. If you're having a cold or you feel like the sniffles, you're either needing to take a rest or you are not making a decision on something. If you're having stomach problems, what can you not stomach that's going on in your life? You're having knee, ankle problems, hip problems, what's preventing you from moving forward? It is time to really tune in to your body and listen to yourself, because your body is giving you all of the answers that you need. But we've been so programmed to think in a different frame of mind that we haven't stepped back to actually take a look and assess. I'll tell you from my personal experience, when I was younger, I really thought that I was supposed to, like, our stomachs were supposed to hurt. So I would eat things that were not good for me, just thinking that my stomach is always supposed to feel bad, when really my body from a young kid's age was telling me, you're not supposed to do this. So I would eat listen, I am a child of Chef Boyardee. Give me a beefaroni, the little noodles with the beef little things. Oh my gosh, the raviolis, I would crack open the middle just to get out that, and now I'm sitting here questioning like, oh yeah, that's why my stomach hurt for so long, because I wasn't treating my body right. And honestly, I went through most of my life within that frame of mind. Even when I moved to Texas for a little while, I was like, oh, I just need to gain weight and gain muscle. It was like an ego thing I was in. So all I did was go to the Walmart across the street, and I would buy all the Hungry Man's and those Mama Celeste pizzas. It's because I was just trying to gain. However, that stuff is not healthy for us. Those are the things that actually do the opposite of what we want. They're giving us not the nutrition we need. And it only took until I actually wanted to listen to my body, till I wanted to actually do something positive for myself, till I wanted to step into that space. I had to want to choose not the suffering of what was happening to my physical body by the food I was putting into it to actually make the change. You have to choose to see clearly. You have to choose to see the things that you don't want to see that make you feel uncomfortable to come out of the suffering. Because there's beauty waiting for you on the other side of the suffering. We are not here to be suffering. We are not here. We did not come to this earth to sit here and feel bad internally, whether it's not a physical pain or a mental pain. That's not what we came here to do. Those are just signifiers to tell you whether or not you are on the right path and doing what you're supposed to be doing. When you start to listen to those things, that's when all of those ailments and all of those physicalities will move out on their own. Because those are just your compass telling you what to pay attention to. Wherever it is on your body, it's telling you what you need to pay attention to within your life in order to move forward or make changes. This is your life. This is your life pattern. It is not others. Do not choose the comfort in the suffering that others are making for you. They're not even making it for you. That's them doing their thing, but you're choosing to enter into that timeline. Do not choose to enter into that timeline and let it become your reality. That is all within your power. You have the control of that. I see everybody around me falling back into these old patterns, and honestly, I'm like, oh, nope. I try to snatch it up, and I go, look, nope, there it's gone. Because you have to remember to the original thing that really lit you up. Don't sit there and have doubt and question about anything. You have to listen to hear. Everything comes back to that heart chakra, believe it or not. Those of you that are not aware what chakras are or what they're doing, if there's anything you can pay attention to your heart chakra, because then that is the bridge between the two, the physicality and the spirituality, and that will teach you where you need to go in both directions. You need to move into that heart space because everything is shifting, and you need to focus on what lights you up, what makes you happy. Focusing on love, not fear. Fear ain't real. Fear is what you create for yourself. Sometimes that can be a very uncomfortable thing to hear, but fear is what you create for yourself. So choose something else. Choose love. Choose what lights you up. I see people that I work with all the time. They kind of go back into a little space and then they come farther. They drift back a little bit and then they go farther, because you are breaking away and deprogramming everything that you have learned up until this point. So no one should be beating themselves up. No one should be hard on themselves for what they're going through. It is all a part of your healing and your ascension process. This is a beautiful thing. It's okay to fall back a little bit. Everybody does it. That's how you move forward. That's how you heal. That's how you learn. That's what we're here for. That's what karma is. Karma's not bad. Karma is allowing you to make your healing and ascension process. It's allowing you to learn the lessons you need to learn in order to move upward. Karma is not bad. It's just your teacher. It is what you said, I'm going to step into this life. I am going to go and I am going to learn these things so that I can heal those aspects of myself from other lifetimes. Isn't that amazing? Everything is perspective. How are you going to flip those things and see it? So it's time to choose comfort in the unknown. Comfort in what you don't know, what you want to step forward into. Not comfort in suffering. All right? So as we go into this new moon tonight, that's my second thing. We're going into this new moon tonight, and people are like, well, you know, what do we do with the different moon phases? Everybody's cracking open, and it's so beautiful to see. But we're going into this new moon, which is where you set new intentions. You let go of all of these old thoughts of suffering and comfort and suffering. You go, no, I want to find comfort in the unknown. I'm going to take a step in the right direction, and today's the day you do it. You can also, it's not just today, it carries on over until tomorrow. It's just about your intention. It's time to plant new seeds, new things you want to grow. Do you want to start a business? Start it today. Put things in motion so that it can all be in the momentum of what's happening. Okay? And then start new things, new intentions. What do you want? What do you want? Feel high vibrational about it. What do you want? Let's move forward. Do something nice for yourself today. Feel like you are in abundance. Feel like you have everything you ever wanted. And then remember also that everything you wanted at one point is everything you have right now. At one point when you were young, you're like, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want that. Don't you have those things now? Didn't you get them at one point? Maybe you lost it, but you had it. Go back and get it. You showed yourself you could. You see how beautiful this experience is? It's really up to you. Use tonight's new moon to set new intentions, to move forward, to plant a seed of what you truly want for yourself. I know you can do it. I know everybody can do it. It's about remembering that you can do it. All right? And don't forget who your spirit animal is. Could be pizza. Could be your dog. Could be whatever animal that you connect with. All right? So go, be amazing, and I'll talk to you soon.